Good afternoon. The topic is a rapper's endangered species. Should we put the rappers on the endangered species list? With the latest that happened to PNB Rock in South Central LA, dying with his fiance, an assailant comes in, approach him, ask him to run the jewels. Apparently, there was a discussion, and he got shot. It's a sad situation. It's where we at as a community. People that's in that industry, as far as entertainers and artists, normally they go out to LA and they reside there or because of business or because they just want to, change the scenery, whatever the case may be. It's sad what happened to that young man. I was looking at some of the posts that he did with him and his fiance on Instagram. Beautiful couple. And apparently he had a young daughter, and I believe his fiance they had a child on the way, which it makes it very tragic. I've made several videos in regards to the community, in regards to how we treat each other, as opposed to how we mingle with other races. But it seemed like we target, I'm talking about people of color, Moors, African Americans, whatever you want to call yourself. But we seem to target each other, and we're unforgiving on each other when we get targeted. He won't be the last rapper, to meet similar demise, but it's unfortunate. And it's an epidemic at this point. It's an epidemic. The whole thing about tapping in, checking in, whatever you want to call that, so people can clear the streets for you in LA. This is LA's hustle. This is their move. This is their hustle. So you've got to check in with someone that has a street organization or involved in a street organization, gang, whatever, in order for you to be able to move around the city comfortably. I don't describe to that. Where I'm from, I was raised, you don't check in with nobody. So you come and move, you move accordingly. So I'm not going to go into what he should have done. He should have been cautious about this, that, and the other. I'm not going into that. But I will say, if you're going to go out to these places, or which you have the right to do because you are an American, you can move about how you want to move about. And if you go into some of these landmarks that are famous in certain communities, be mindful. Once again, be mindful of your dress code. Be mindful of the stuff you wear. Be mindful of your surroundings, because you don't want to get involved in a tragic situation. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to anyone. You get caught lacking, you can get got, because the wolves are out there and their ribs are showing. So it can happen to anybody. So rest in peace to that brother PNB Rock, and my condolences go out to his family and loved ones and friends. He seemed like a good dude. And it's unfortunate that he was actually, trying to be a normal person, living a normal life, going amongst his people in neighborhoods, but it's unfortunate. But what can we do? You just have to learn from it. And like I say, move accordingly when you're out of town, when you're traveling. You might want to be modest in your dress code. But, where does it end, man? It's disgusting, to be honest with you. It really is. Because you can get people like Asians and Arabs, Europeans, and they can set up shop in these blocks that we love to hold on to like it's ours. And they meet no resistance. So let that sink in. It's unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. But as a society, as a community, it's gotten bad. I mean, it happened in the 80s. It was just like this in the 80s and 90s. So it's just repeat, vicious cycle. You hate your own kind. You want to victimize people that's in your neighborhood that you see every day. But yet you want to blame someone else for the conditions. It's laughable. It's laughable. And I don't care who's offended by it, because there's a lot of cowards that's in the hood. A lot of them. See, that don't get talked about as much. The cowards. And the cowards are the one brandishing firearms because they're scared to take a beating. Or if they do want to inflict some violence, they're scared to go run a fair one or fade because they can't take the embarrassment of it if they lose. It's a lot of suckers. And they carry guns. And when they get the drop on you, just give it up. It's property. Just give it up. So that's my spiel for today. I don't care who was offended. Let's do better. Peace.